See, yeah, a little bit different tonight. It's Wednesday. Hey, look, I got so many great reviews about gaslighting. Some people missed it, some people just caught the stories. But look, hey, it's important. We definitely want to make sure that we are delving into these topics that really, really mean something to you guys. So we thought that we would replay gaslighting tonight for all of those who missed it a couple of weeks ago. And believe me, the information still resonates to be true. So sit back, sit tight. Thank you for joining, and let's talk about a little bit of gaslighting. It's your girl Shantae C.
To get into our topic of the day,
gaslighting. Okay, now I'm just gonna guys give you the definition because I feel like the word gaslit is being used all over the place, but people don't really know what this is. So I'm gonna tell you, it's a form of psychological manipulation in which one person makes the other person doubt their experiences, memories, or understanding of an event. That, my friends,
okay,
is gaslighting. So, have you ever felt like somebody was trying to make you doubt how you feel about what something happened? Like if you say, I went outside today and it's raining outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a clear truth, right? And they're like, "No, you bugging. It wasn't raining. No. You must be on something. It was sunshine." Have you ever had anybody who just blatantly is trying to make you feel like what you're saying is not true?
Yeah,
that's gaslighting
all the time.
That's gaslighting, man. That's gaslighting. Have you ever felt like somebody is excessively questioning your choices? Like they're excessively like, well, why would you do it like this? And why are you doing it like that?
I do. And I feel like people, they can really push your buttons and they're out of place. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like, since I bought my house, right? I have a bigger place.
That's what you want.
You don't know. I may love having company, and now I have the space to do it. And, there are certain people that's always like, oh, I mean, really, they're pissed off because I can't hang with them on the weekend. That's what it's all about. But they're just making these comments about my family or my friends being in town. Well, it's my house. And I feel like you're trying to trigger me.
That's
constantly trigger me.
That is gaslighting.
When it's not even your damn business.
That is gaslighting. And Robin says yes. And unfortunately, it's someone very close to me that has done that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Gaslight people. Have you ever felt confused? Like you're trying to explain something to somebody and they're talking in circles around you. And you're like, this is just too confusing. I just can't even talk to you anymore.
Yeah, all the time.
Girl, you be getting gaslit all the time. What about you frequently think that you must be taking things the wrong way? Like, oh, I must be just taking this the wrong way. He didn't really mean it like that.
Yeah, all the time. I mean, I do feel like people, when they know that they can trigger you, some people, they just stay at it. They constantly do it.
That's gaslight, boo.
Okay.
So you be like, stop gaslighting me. Look,
stop trying to gaslight me.
Right. So how do you tell the signs of somebody who is going to potentially be gaslighting you, right? So there's a couple of ways, right? When you find somebody that you're in a friendship with, relationship with, whomever, somebody that you're dealing with constantly, that they're constantly telling blatant lies. That's one sign of somebody who's going to start gaslighting you.
Or they're just constantly telling blatant lies?
That they just blatantly lying, just straight up lying.
Like saying the sky is green.
Right.
And when we all know it's blue.
Right. Because they try to start this conflict, this argument with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, okay, you always lying. I feel like if I get any closer to you, it's going to be a situation. Because your ass is always going to be lying. And I'm always going to be trying to correct you. And so that's going to be a whole problem.
Okay.
Right? So blatant liars, they typically love to gaslight people. Denying, somebody who always denies that they never said something, but you got proof.
Okay.
So like, if they was talking shit about you, and you saw the text, and then you like, hey, look, I'm going to ask you once, do you feel blah, 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 blah way about me? Well, why would you say that? I would never say that about you. You like, you a lie and a half.
So they want to gaslight you.
Right. Those are going to be the people, if you start getting too close to them, they're going to constantly be gaslighting you because they ain't never going to own up. They never going to own up to what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that is definitely something that you're going to have to look out for.
Okay.
Then, somebody who takes your deepest and darkest insecurities and uses that against you in an argument.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's
awful.
I had a friend some years back that tried to do that to me. And I basically was like, you know what? You got it. Don't even worry about it.
So they're just deliberately trying to hurt you.
Right.
Trying to cause conflict.
Trying to get me to blow up. And I was like, you said what now? I was like, oh, okay. I said, you got it. You ain't got to worry about me.
Mm-hmm.
Because they wanted it to be some type of conflict and argument and think we was going to both be screaming to the top of our lungs and cussing each other out. But I stopped it. I was like, oh, okay. All right, then.
Okay.
And then...
So these are the people that you stay away from.
Right.
Okay.
And then their actions don't match their words. So they like, I love you, but they steadily cheating on you.
So they're trying to get you explosive.
Right. They want you to come over and blow up the spot.
They want you to literally walk in with a cannon.
And then they gonna say, oh, she crazy.
Man, she tripping.
Man, she crazy. She know this just my friend. Nah, nigga, we is in a relationship. Shoot. Tiffany says, yeah, it hurts really bad. It happened to me from a man and from a friend girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This happens a lot. And it's like, so why do people gaslight, right? So you start trying to think to yourself, okay, why is somebody like trying to
deliberately trying to push my buttons to see me explode?
Right. So the first thing is that they're unhappy with something about themselves, right?
Okay.
So have you ever met somebody and they seem like a nice person, but you can tell that, they got some unresolved stuff?
Mm-hmm. I've met people like that, certainly. More than one.
So it's like you want to be there for them, but then it's like their crap is always rolling off onto you because for whatever reason they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of like, all right, well, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
So let me ask you this: is this? I guess this wouldn't probably be gaslighting, but when you have somebody that no matter where they go, what they do, they're always starting some shit and trying to pull you into it. Like they starting shit.
Yeah.
Like trying to get you into it.
Yeah.
In the mess.
Yeah.
That's gaslighting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
because they want to see you come out. So basically, gaslighting is somebody that's trying to pull you out of character.
Right, because they trying to give you positive reinforcement, like, oh yeah, that's my girl. She ain't gonna let nothing go down. She ain't gonna come on, friend. You what we got this. Like they trying to like gas you into doing something crazy.
Yeah.
You know? I think I've gaslit a couple of people throwing drinks in the club.
Hopefully that was when you were younger, Shantae.
Right, that was,
younger.
That was in the 90s, y'all. That was in the 90s. You know, you throw the drink, steal on the person, and start running because I couldn't really fight for real. So, you know, I had to do things, you know, to give myself the upper hand advantage. I was never throwing glass cups, only plastic.
So, anything else on the gaslighting?
I mean, no. I mean, we've talked about a lot of reasons, but why people gaslight? So we've only really talked about one. The second reason is that's all they know.
Right, I believe that.
That's all they know.
It's confrontation, chaos,
and
crazy.
Right. So it's kind of like, can I really blame you for not?
So it's kind of like one of them people where you every time you call them, you want to get off the phone with them because they seem like
they there.
They're there and they're about to try to bring you there.
Right.
So you're like, let me call you back.
Right. And the funny thing is, I have a really good friend, and I don't even talk to her that much because of that. And I really love her to death. It's somebody I actually used to work with. And I feel like she always tried to gaslight me.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll try to tell me something that was happening at our old job so that I could like get all riled up about it.
Okay, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So so if I don't give it any energy, then she'd be like, okay, girl, well, you know, I'll talk to you later. But I don't think she mean to do it, but I just think she don't know no other way. Like, because she is such a sweetheart, like literally would do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you just keep up too much mess.
Yeah. So Zuri says there's a form of control. I believe that. Mm-hmm. People want to bring you into their BS.
Yeah.
They want to see you go off.
Right.
I go off.
Right.
And with Tiffany and Robin.
They want you to feel as miserable as they are.
Yeah, I believe that too.
And they also feel insecure about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, and I mean, and let's be honest, some people just do it for fun. Because they like to. They like to gaslight people.
Oh, I'm gonna get Shantae all riled up today.
Right.
Let me call and get all riled up today.
Right. Some people just like it. Like they just be like, I feel like having some drama. Let me call such and such and tell her that such and such said this about her.
Yeah, I believe that. And that's just so uncool.
And so unnecessary, especially in these times in the world. It's like, why are people still using that as like a technique? That ain't cute nor sexy.
Yeah.
Like, and then what really gets me is like, you know, you'll see, you know, friends that you really care about, and they'll be in these relationships, and you're like, girl, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like, this is too much. I remember this woman I knew, and she would be on the phone with her dude,
mm-hmm.
going off. I mean, screaming to the top of her lungs, cussing him out, slamming the phone on the desk and everything. I'd be like, you are crazy.
It's too much. He probably was gaslighting her when she walked through the door, just hitting that trigger.
He was either gaslighting or she was gaslighting him. I'm not sure.
And it's easy to hit that trigger when you walk in the door from work. Like, give me a minute.
Right.
Before your ass start looking for dinner or anything else.
Right.
Give me a second. I just sat in Atlanta traffic for 2 hours. Give me a minute. Don't let me walk through the door and you saying the wrong thing. You gaslighting me.
Right. You gaslight. What? Why you trying to gaslight me?
Chill.
Just chill for like 5 seconds. My goodness.
Let me get my wine. Let me get my mellow.
Right.
Let me not think about the 2 hours I'm about to do the next morning in traffic because I just got out of it. Let me chill a second.
Exactly.
To get my thoughts right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like when people are gaslighting you, you have to know how to just walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to know, like, oh, okay, she's blatantly lying to me. Or, you know, I know that you said that. Like, don't try to make me feel like you never said that shit. I know you said it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I know that's what you gonna do to me. I need to try to walk away because that's the only way you can really deal with people who gaslighting you. You have got to just walk away. You got to.
Yeah.
There's really you can't reason with people who are gaslighting you.
Because they have a mission. They're on a mission, and it's to get you going.
Right.
Get you pumped up.
Right. There's
get you out of your character.
Right. There's literally no way to deal with gaslighters except for walk away. I mean, if you love them, the only thing you could do is tell them to go to counseling, and hey, once you get that done and work through your shit, I'll be here for you.
Boom.
But I can't stay. Like, if you're going to continue to treat me this way, I can't stay. You got to cut them off.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, every single time they do it, you got to shut it down. You got to be like, oh, okay. Don't even argue back. So no matter how mad you get, you just got to be like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
and then eventually they gonna stop.
They gonna get it.
Right. They gonna get it. So, we had our 5-minute tip.
Well, look, the moral of the story, y'all, walk away. Don't let these gaslighters get you all pumped up and riled up and hitting those trigger points.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Zuri. Me either. I cut me off in a minute.
Hey.
Have no problems cutting people off.
I'm with it. And she's serious.
Right. Hey, listen, that's the Leos in us. We'll cut you off. Okay?
All right. Well, Shantae, save us some money because it's tax season.
Okay. So let's see. If you want to save a little bit of money, one thing that I always recommend is at the beginning of the year, when you're like kind of pulling all of your information together to file your taxes and stuff, also take a look at the subscriptions that you have. Like your Netflix and your HBO Maxes or whatever kind of subscriptions you have, and say to yourself, am I really using this every day? Is this something that like I have to have, or is this something that I just have out of convenience? I watch every now and then. Or I'm doing every now and then. So like gym memberships, we tend to get those. We tend to get a bunch of television subscriptions. Even like, let's say you thought at one point you were going to use a lot of storage in your Gmail and you're paying $1.99 per month for Gmail services and you don't really get that many emails. It might be time to shut off some of those subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like at the beginning of the year, when you're collecting all of your tax information, you should also check that. Another good tip, I always say, is see if you're getting the most discounts on all of these different services that you're paying for, whether it's your car insurance, your cable bills. You can always call and say, hey, I'm thinking about leaving, or I'm thinking about changing. A lot of times these other companies, they'll have like an introductory rate that you might be able to get into, and just make sure that you're keeping on top of these things, because inherently the bills raise just a little bit over time.
And I was gonna mention that, like, it's good to check them every year, because you might have came in with a special. I looked at my stuff the other day and I was like, oh, when did stars go up?
Yeah.
When did Netflix go up?
Yep.
When did this happen? And a lot of the channels I don't even watch that much.
Right.
So it is good to check them.
And you need to see if like some of these different subscriptions are offering the same programs. Because a lot of times, like, you might be getting stars, but then that same series, like maybe a season after, will go on Hulu.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the times you can still watch that same stuff with just one subscription.
Boom. We just saved y'all some money. Hey, because $20 a month is...
I mean,
$20 a month.
Listen, if you got 6 different subscriptions and you can save, $15 on each one of them per month, that's a lot of money over the course of a year.
Yeah, it is.
So check it out, guys. That's your tip. That's our time.
All right. Well, this has been another fabulous, fun tea and things. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Same place, same time.
Peace.
Yeah.